There's been a huge jump in reports of sightings about mysterious flying objects, prompting airports to close and sparking state and federal investigations. The Biden administration largely brushed it all off as normal. Still, in recent years, the government has done a 180 on the topic of UFOs. After long denying them, they now admit they're a real thing. And now the Trump administration is promising more transparency. Will we finally learn the truth? Lisa Fletcher reports.
There it is again. It's so close.
Though we all now carry camera phones, the images and videos are still terrible, grainy, and hard to make out.
That is a drone.
Here, recent unexplained sightings of drones and groups of drones that have perplexed political leaders and worried many residents of East Coast states.
There's a whole fleet of them. Look on the ASA.
The Pentagon's multi-million-dollar video systems, these taken by Navy F-18s, aren't much better in terms of quality. What these sightings have in common is uncertainty. There's clearly something out there, but no one is sure what. It was back in the 1950s and 1960s when UFOs really became a thing. Just as the U.S. and Soviet Union were competing up in space and fighting the Cold War down on Earth.
I knew it. This is an alien, and you guys are from some government agency trying to keep it under wraps.
Our seeming obsession with the possibility of extraterrestrial intelligence spawning countless TV shows and movies. But in recent years, things have become serious with multiple congressional hearings. Late last year, John Kozlowski, the Pentagon's UFO chief, described what happened when a law enforcement officer saw a strange orb in the sky.
He saw a blacker than black object. He said it was about the size of a Prius, 4 to 6 feet wide. And as he got 40 to 60 meters away from the object, it tilted up about 45 degrees, and then it shot up vertically. He says 10 to 100 times faster than any drone he's ever seen before.
Also testifying recently, retired Navy Rear Admiral Tim Gallaudet.
The now declassified video showed an unidentified object exhibiting flight and structural characteristics unlike anything in our arsenal.
What he's describing are a series of encounters between Navy jets and unidentified objects captured on camera in 2015 off the U.S. East Coast, but only declassified in 2020.
And this was a small orb-like object that was traveling at a relatively high rate of speed, but what was unique about it, it didn't have any control surfaces, there was no exhaust, and there was a formation of them.
Did we try to intercept any of these?
No, it's not really a good idea to try to shoot down something if you don't know what it is, but they were observed and reported.
But it's what happened next that inspired the retired admiral to wonder what the government really knows about UAPs.
The interesting thing about that experience for me is the next day that I received that email and all the 20 or so subordinate commanders, the email was deleted from my computer. And I knew, because of the fact that I've been read into special access programs, I pretty much concluded, okay, these UAP are being classified into a special access program.
What the public has started to learn in recent years has come through investigative reporting and whistleblowers like David Grush, a former intelligence officer.
I was informed in the course of my official duties of a multi-decade UAP crash retrieval and reverse engineering program.
Do you believe David Grush's allegations?
100%. He's the person basically that broke this story that we've had a long-standing UAP crash retrieval program, that we have knowledge, even some of the biological remains of non-human intelligences that operate these objects.
Based on everything you know, how long do you think the U.S. government has had evidence of extraterrestrial life?
Decades.
In the summer of 2023, the Department of Defense contradicted Grush's claims, saying it hadn't discovered any information regarding the possession or reverse engineering of extraterrestrial materials. But that answer, a standard government denial used for decades, now seems increasingly at odds with evidence and multiple credible witnesses. For Full Measure, I'm Lisa Fletcher in Washington.